Morning everyone, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It is a Thursday morning. I feel exceptionally hot. I don't know why. I don't know if that's me, what age I am or what, but I just feel boiling. I'm obviously going to wear trousers when I go outside because it looks murky outside and like it's going to rain. So I will put trousers on when I go outside, but I do feel exceptionally hot. I have done since I went up to my mother's last week. I've just felt really, really hot. Boiling hot. Anyway guys, thanks to everybody that sent me birthday wishes, because a few people did over social media. Thank you for that. It made my day as well. I put my son's and his girlfriend's flowers in this little sweet jar because I couldn't find a vase to put them in, so I improvised. It's a sweet jar. It says love ya. The flowers are lovely, they're beautiful, they were kept fresh and they weren't broken at all, so I'm very pleased with those. Yeah, so it was a lovely day yesterday. I was on my own, but I enjoyed it because it was quiet, and I went shopping, didn't I? I did actually go out and I enjoyed myself. It wasn't too bad. So last night I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go out anywhere. I certainly wouldn't go out by myself in the dark in Rochester anywhere. Not late at night, no. So around 7:15, I took the torch, that new torch I got from the pound shop, and I took Max out for a walk, again totally by myself to start with. I felt like I was in a horror movie. Excuse me. I felt like I was in a horror movie because as I was going around the field towards the top, on opposite where the boats dock, where the Scott Line boat docks and the bow trader, on the opposite side where I was, I saw two flashing yellow eyes looking at me and Max. It must have been a fox, but I was on my own on that field, and there was these two big yellow eyes staring at me. Must have been a fox, and it bounded off. So it was probably more afraid of me and Max and whatever I thought that was. So I carried on walking past what must have been a fox, and then I could see blue lights in the distance. Blue lights. It's probably on a dog collar. So I walked down the opposite way to where that was coming from on the path, and it was a chap going and then he went up the path and he went up the path again. That's all I could hear. So then I walked home. I just walked home. And somebody yesterday afternoon must have had a shopping delivery. They must have had a shopping delivery. Because when I came back from yesterday afternoon's walk, there was like somebody had come out of a swamp. I don't know what the hell went on yesterday afternoon when I took Max out for a walk, because there was like wet marks all across the communal floor, and it smelt of fish. So it looked like someone had crawled out of the sea, walked in through the building, and had probably caught a load of fish, and it was in the lift, and it was potent, absolutely potent. I was struggling to breathe. It was so bad. A horrible fishy smell. And the reason I thought it was like someone's home delivery, because there was like trailer marks, you know, wheels, track marks going all the way across the communal area into the lift. Otherwise, it must have been a swamp monster. It stank of fish. And when I came back last night, it still stank of fish. It probably does still stink of fish downstairs, but at least the cleaners, thank God it's a Thursday, because had it been the weekend, it would have stunk all weekend. Horrible smell. The worst smell is fish that's gone off. Oh, it was horrible. So last night, I came in through the front communal door, and there was a disabled lady in a wheelchair being pushed about by her daughter. There's a disabled lady downstairs, and she's in a wheelchair. And she was being pushed around by her daughter with curly hair. And I just waited for them to go into their flat. And then I didn't go in the lift. Remember that post lady said to me, "You don't like going in the lift, do you, Crystal?" That's what she said to me the last time I saw the post lady. "You don't like using the lift, do you?" Well, I didn't go in the lift last night because I would have suffocated with the stench of rancid fish. So I got into my flat and I absolutely felt lightheaded and not ill, but you know, it hit my throat and my sinuses. I couldn't breathe and my throat's clogged up. So I definitely couldn't go anywhere last night anyway if I'd have wanted to. Oh, my throat seized up after smelling that. I don't know what it was. So I thought, right, I'm going to have my French fancies, because I'm going to have one with a cup of coffee this morning. So I had a couple of French fancies. I put the DVD Mama on, and I watched a couple of auditing videos on YouTube. Like catching up on what people have uploaded. You know, people I've subscribed to, I catch up and see if they've uploaded anything, any recently uploaded videos. So I watched a couple of auditing videos because they cheer me up. They do. Like the Auditing Yorkshire, and there's the Gwent auditor. There's loads of them, and they cheer me up because they get talked to like shit a lot of the time, and I think that's made me feel right. It's not me. It's not personal to me, people being rude. They're rude to big guys. It's rude to people. So I thought, that cheers me up. And then I watched Kent Survival. Which he's a guy that sometimes goes alone or with his mates camping. So I sat there watching that. And because I've subscribed to his channel, I have. I was watching it, 35 minutes long it was, and he was there with his mates and they were laughing, and he said that he was having nightmares about a rancid dog. Of course, a lot of the time in my diaries, I've said I've had vivid dreams. You know, dreams about plane crashes and, you know, glow in the dark spiders. Well, the Kent Survival had a dream about a rancid dog. Alexa, what is a rancid dog?
from foodocmarket.ca. When a dog's breath is rancid, it means their mouth is unhealthy from a build-up of bacteria in the mouth, lungs, and gut.
So
If you'd like another answer, just say, next.
I'm not being horrible or anything, but when I met my mum the other day, she was dribbling. She said to me, "That's not my normal self, Ginestra." But she's getting old. She's 80. And sometimes she dribbles, and she's got a breathing difficulty, and she breathes quite deeply and noisily. So Kent Survival's seen a rancid dog, and rancid means like you're frothing at the mouth. You've got like dribbling at the mouth, frothing at the mouth. So my mum she said to me out loud when I met her that she dribbled down the mouth, dribbled. She's old, she's nearly 80. So they're not taking the mickey out of me, they're taking the piss out of my mother. Which really isn't any consolation, because she's my family. So that's saying to myself they're taking the piss out of my poor elderly mother is no consolation or excuse for their bullying. It isn't. But my mum dribbles. She dribbles. It's a side effect to her medication, and we all get side effects to medication. I get heartburn from my medication because painkillers can give you heartburn, so I get heartburn. Everybody can have a side effect from medication, and it can be fatal, absolutely fatal. That is side effects from my mum's medication. She's not a rancid dog, she's a poor old lady that's been beaten up by her husband for several years. Anyway, Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to penicillin, discovered on this day in 1928. Had it not been turned into antibiotics, we might still be applying moldy bread to infections like the ancient Egyptians. For more like this, say, tell me some weird science.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 8:33 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Thursday, the 28th of September.
Alexa, what's the weather like?
Currently, in Rochester it's 15 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect cloudy skies, with a high of 19 degrees and a low of 14 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What do you call a donkey with 3 legs? Wonky.
Alexa, what's the humidity?
Currently, the humidity is 81%.
So it's the same as yesterday, it's 81%. The humidity is high. It's high. So although it's dull, dark and dreary, it's warm. It's not cold. But to people it probably looks like it's going to rain, so you've got thick coats on. So I don't know what, I'm going to put trousers on anyway. So as I said to you, that they are taking the mickey out of my mother, but they're making out it's me. They're making out it's me. And I'm not old as in ancient. And we all get old and we all get problems, so we shouldn't take the piss out of elderly people, to be fair. So when that guy opposite with his pug dogs comes out and it's right behind me and it's going and it all dribbles, the pug dog that has its tongue triggered, they've got 2 pug dogs over the road, and They're sometimes behind me at night, not my mother Jennifer. My mum's too old to walk a dog. She's got arthritis and couldn't possibly walk a dog around the field. She's all hunched over and she can't get out of her flat properly and walk down the road. And my back, thankfully at the moment, isn't all hunched over. So they're taking the piss out of my mum, but they're pretending my mother is me. So sometimes I get a couple of dribbly pug dogs behind my back, dribbling, all their saliva coming out their mouth, and they're going taking the piss out of my mum. My mum is like that because a combination of medication side effects, and my dad used to physically beat her and subject her to torture, which domestic violence is. So you get taken the piss out of. They don't deal with the perpetrators. Katie Piper had acid thrown in her face through domestic violence. All her face is all burnt. But some people aren't very nice. They bully about what you look like. But Katie Piper has turned it all around because she got a boyfriend and had children even though her face was all burnt. So there are some nice men out there that don't go out with you because of the way you look like. See? There's some mature men out there that meet women because they care, they're understanding, and they don't look at what you look like, they see through it. Katie Piper is a remarkable woman who's got through several operations, been scarred for life by a partner, and has got through it. And she's written books and she's told her story. Domestic violence is a killer, and they go for your face. They go for your face so that no other man will go after you, because they get jealous and they attack your teeth and your face. The victim shouldn't be made fun of. The perpetrator should be taught a lesson and put in prison for longer sentences than they get at the moment. Because being disfigured for life is a lifetime thing, isn't it? And putting perpetrators away for a few months or giving them community service is not punishing them enough. Especially if you disfigure somebody for life. Because they get lenient sentences, and some of them aren't caught until they actually kill their partner, which is disgusting. Men and women and same-sex relationships partners will get away with it, while police don't take domestic violence seriously, and they still don't. They still don't. To me, a rabid dog is a man that attacks a woman, bites them. That's a rabid dog. An abuser that bites a woman. Be careful what you're saying. Just be careful what you're saying. It's very hurtful to other people, some of it, and it's not nice. Trying to make out I'm an older woman to stop me from meeting men, making me believe that I'm my elderly mother to stop me from going outside and meeting someone and finding happiness. It's been going on too long now. Too long. Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include American rapper from Georgia Jeezy, British actress and film producer Naomi Watts, French model, actor, singer and animal rights activist Brigitte Bardot, American actress Mira Sorvino, and American actress and singer Hilary Duff.
Alexa, how old is Hilary Duff?
Hilary Duff is 36 years old.
Right, let's say happy birthday to everybody whose birthday is it today. Alexa, can you sing happy birthday?
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. 3 cheers. Hip hip hooray. Hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hooray.
And no, I didn't make loads of noise yesterday and disrupt the guys' evening upstairs, because I've read that it's better to be mature and adult than be like the perpetrators. So no, I didn't act like a maniac, run around the flat playing loud music, because I respect other people, unlike some. And I prefer to act like an adult, not a child. So everybody, thank you for everything yesterday. Thank you so much. I thought it was going to be miserable and horrible, and it wasn't. I actually wore myself out and had a good night's sleep last night. And I wrote it up in my diary as well. You just grow up. I mean, it's not... I don't want to act like a silly kid. And with these bullies, and they did really try to make me cross on my birthday, but it did not work. And it was no way the same as my 40th birthday, which was stuck by myself, with being told to do what by my father, with no presents, no gifts. I have got stacks of balloons, guys. I must have gone in every shop and bought some balloons, so I've got balloons to last for ages. All I'm going to say is bullying doesn't get anybody anywhere. It doesn't. It's hurtful and it's spiteful, and you wouldn't want it done to yourself, so don't do it. And remember that comedians take the piss because it earns them money. They take the piss out of the disabled, all kinds of things, because they earn money from it. The more laughs they get, they probably get paid more, right? It's their job to make people laugh, and some of them make really sick, nasty jokes, right? But remember that that's their profession and they make money from it, and that's all they're doing, making money from telling sick jokes. See you later.